Alrighty people, we are checking out a brand new cheat called Spurdo in this video. Yes, a little weirdy name there, but they reached out to me and asked me if I could make a video on the cheat, so that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to check it out and what it has to offer, so let's go ahead and do that. So we are in game now. First of all, this cheat is, I believe this cheat is fully external, meaning, well, it doesn't have any internal features such as skin changer, inventory changer, and shit like that. First of all, that's a pro because, well, the cheat is safer. It doesn't go directly into the game's memory, which makes it more safe to vac. And the bad side, of course, is you don't have skin changer, you don't have inventory changer, so it's not as fun. Again, let's go ahead and try this out. First of all, let's just check out the pricing of this cheat. If you guys go to spurdo.me, link is in the description down below. You guys will see that nasty prices. It's not true. Well, you guys can get this cheat for $3 for 2 weeks, $4 for 30 days, and $11 for 90 days. So it's about $3 per month, something like that. If you get the 90 days, pretty cheap. So functionality wise, let's go ahead and try this out. So first up, we have aimbot. Well, guess what this thing is? It's obviously aimbot. So we have different categories for our aimbot. You can have different settings for pistols, for SMGs, for rifles, for shotguns, and MGS, whatever the fuck that is. And let's go ahead and do rifles. So you can let's go with the AK-47. You can do automatic weapon select. If you tick this, it will change the settings for whatever gun you are holding or whatever. So but we're just gonna do AK-47. Enable the aimbot. Let's set the aimbot key to M1 or left mouse button. That's all. That's your firing key. Make sure it's set to that. Lower the FOV a little bit, something like this. I don't know. Let's increase the smooth. What a high amount of numbers. I will not lie, but whatever. We can choose hitboxes. I just like to have the upper side. Checks. If you want to have flash check, basically when you're flashed, that the aimbot just doesn't toggle when you're flashed to make yourself more legit. Exploration, this and that. We don't need any of that. Let's go to RCS. This is basically a recoil control system. We have both on enable. Let's see how this thing does. So yep, it sure as shit helps a lot. Aimbot does work, it's pretty fucking smooth. We also have a RCS bullet, and we also have, the same settings for basically every other gun. Or you can do general, which basically means that, I guess, all settings for all weapons, basically. I mean, like, the settings that you choose here will be applied to each weapon. But that is basically that. Very clean aimbot, I like it. In the settings tab over here, we have, I don't know, render device. So you guys can, I guess, choose your render device. Obviously, make sure it's just left on your graphics card. You have some other developer shit here, like load latency. If you guys understand that, know what you're doing, then you can change that. I just like it as it is. Move on to triggerbot. Just make sure this also works. Let's go to, for example, rifles again. Let's enable that. Let's do whatever the fuck that is, if this actually works. Yeah, triggerbot is working. If you guys don't know what a triggerbot is, it's basically when you... What the fuck is this? 404 error. But yeah, triggerbot is basically when you hold a key. For example, in my case, this key, then once your crosshairs goes over another person, it will shoot automatically for you. Can do hitboxes. You know what? I'm going to keep this on only head, so it only shoots once the crosshair is over his head. Reaction time, let's set this to 0. And between shots today to set this to 0. Now it should be more accurate. Yep, as you guys can see. Choose automatically now. That also works. This can be very effective for snipers. If you're opping and just holding an angle, someone might push it and bam, it shoots in no time. You have additional shit like early auto start, predict spread. This is quite a lot of features for an external cheat, I will not lie, but you have a whole bunch of shit here. The same thing checks if you're flashed, then the triggerbot will not activate if you have this enabled. But yeah, that's basically it. The same settings for all of the other guns. Moving on to the visuals. So visuals, or the ESP wall hack, whatever you want to call it, let's enable that and bam, now we have a whole bunch of visuals. We can do visible only, we can do radar ESP, we can change the champs or disable the champs. If you want to enable it, you can choose between solid, you can choose glow, or you can choose overlay. I'm gonna go with glow, and let's set this thing a little lighter, maybe something like this, and then the other one we could do like I don't know, black. Intensity of the champs, change that, and that's when they're visible, as you guys can see. So when they're invincible, you can also change that by going to the other tab, invincible. Now you can either disable it completely again, or you can set like another color, I don't know, green or some shit. I don't really like the champs, so we're gonna skip that. We're gonna move all of these things away. We don't need any of the flags. You basically change the ESP on this little thing over here, so you can move everything around. You can move exactly how you want them. I only want the weapon icon, quite frankly. You can also have skeleton ESP, and you can change the skeleton color to whatever you prefer. Visible, make sure it's visible. There we go. And then also, if you right click on the little interactive menu, then you have some more options. You can do animated or not animated. You can do colored side, valve based, default, you know, outlined, reversed, whatever you prefer here. Let's just disable that. So here we have, for example, the box. You can click it. Let's disable all of them just to make it more clean here. Let's go ahead and do health bar and weapon icon. I think that's pretty much enough. I wish you could turn the size down a little bit because it's a little, nah, it's okay. Maybe it was just me, but ESP is working, as you guys can see. You have ammo bar if you guys want that. You have weapon in text mode. You have that. And there's health bar, you know, all of this shit. You have flags as well. Basically what that means is if he's scoping you and you press this, then it will tell you that he's scoping you. If he has the bomb, etc., it will tell you everything. You also have all the ESP, sound visualization. You can change the colors of everything here. Pretty simple. You also have team ESP here. So if you want to have ESP on your teammates for some reason, well, you can have that too. For world, we have a couple of things. We have general, which needs to be enabled if you want to see any of this. Only visible, type, weapon grades, and bomb. You have box. This is basically where the bomb is. You can change how that looks. You can have C4 weapon icon if you want that, and a box around it. So you guys can change that as well. In the misc tab, we have anti-AFK. Basically, you can't get kicked for AFK. You have bunny hop. You have chat spam, auto accept. I'm not sure how this feature is external, but probably have a way around it. We have FOV circle, watermark. We have bomb timer. We have spectator list. We also have a sniper crosshair for, you know, the op. So never mind. I guess that doesn't work. Configure, right? Oh, there we go. Bam. So you guys can either choose your own crosshair in the cheat, or you can have your normal crosshair as the crosshair to no scope them. And I still miss. There we go. We also have a config section lastly, which basically means that you can save your configs or your settings and then just load them up so you don't have to do everything again. But yeah, that's basically Spurdo for you guys. Pretty simple cheat. It is an external, but what we're guys gonna do is hop into a wingman game just to get some gameplay with it as well. So let's do a short little wingman game. Okay, so let's go. First game with this cheat. Oh shit. Bro. Oh. Oh shit. Will you? Did he fucking die, man? I'm so bad. What the fuck happened to the trigger bot, man? Oh, I forgot to enable the trigger bot for pistols. I am so fucking retarded. Top 10 retarded people of all time. There we go. No. I was seeing if this ninja diffuse thing would work. I'm having issues with the trigger bot on this sheet. It just doesn't work for me. I don't know why, man. There we go. He's low. There we go. That was one hell of a aim lock, you guys saw that? I mean, final conclusions on this cheat. It's an okay cheat. I mean, for the price, it's pretty good. $3, you don't really expect much. Can be definitely improved, but, you know, it's okay, honestly. For $3, if you're low on your budget, just go for it, honestly. It works, everything is functional, but it can be a bit tricky sometimes, and it's not at high quality. But whatever, everything is good, no FPS drops, and the cheat appears to be undetected. Anyway boys, that was it for Spurdo. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Anyway folks, my name is Rox, and I am out. Peace.